Dream, Believe, Act. A cinematic motivational essay by Minh Quang. 1. The birth of a dream. Every great journey begins not with a plan, but with a dream. A fragile spark that appears when your soul glimpses something beyond the ordinary. It comes at strange hours, while staring out a window, walking alone under streetlights, or watching the quiet courage of someone who refused to give up. Dreams are not accidents. They are echoes of what you are destined to become. But most people silence them, because dreaming feels dangerous. It demands that you admit you want more, that you believe life can be greater, that you might be capable of something others don't yet see. The dreamers are not always the loud ones. Sometimes they are the quiet souls, those who see the world not as it is, but as it could be. A child painting worlds no one believes in. A scientist staying up until 3 a.m. questioning what everyone else calls impossible. A musician composing melodies that speak truth's words cannot. Each dream begins as a rebellion against the limits of the present. It whispers, "There's something more. Go find it." But here's the secret. A dream only becomes alive when you say yes to it. When you dare to give it a name, to protect it, to breathe it into motion. No one saw what Wright brothers saw when they built their flying machine in 1903. They were mocked, doubted, laughed at. But they believed. And when that fragile machine lifted from the ground for 12 seconds, humanity's definition of impossible changed forever. Your dream might not lift airplanes, but it can lift you out of fear, doubt, and mediocrity. Because every dream at its core is an act of courage, a declaration that you will no longer live small. 2. Rising emotion. The bridge between faith and action. Dreams are the spark. Belief is the fuel. Action is the fire that turns it all real. Belief is not blind optimism. It's the quiet certainty that even when the world says no, your heart says keep going. Think of Sarah Blakely, who started Spanx with $5,000 and no investors. Every door closed in her face. She was told no 100 times, but she believed in what she saw. A future where women could feel confident and free in their own skin. Today, she's the youngest self-made female billionaire in America. Her secret? Not luck, not genius, but the relentless combination of dream, believe, act. Or consider Jack Ma, who was rejected by Harvard 10 times and turned down for 30 jobs, including one at KFC. He wasn't extraordinary, except for one thing. He refused to quit. He kept believing, kept acting, and built Alibaba, a company that redefined global e-commerce. Belief is the bridge between the unseen and the inevitable. It's what allows a seed to break the ground and reach the sun, not because it knows it will grow, but because it believes it must. And yet belief alone is not enough. Without action, belief becomes a wish. Without action, dreams dissolve into memory. Action is what separates dreamers from achievers. Action transforms someday into today. It's the late-night study sessions, the early morning workouts, the endless rewrites, the rejections, the small daily steps that build momentum. Walt Disney once said, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." He was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. His first company went bankrupt. But he kept drawing, kept dreaming, kept acting. Today, the world calls his dream magic. But it was simply discipline, faith, and relentless action. And if you look closer, every person who changed the world followed this same rhythm. Dream, believe, act. It's the unspoken trilogy of creation. The dream shows you where to go. Belief keeps you moving forward. Action makes the invisible real. 3. Climax. The fire that never sleeps. There comes a point in every dreamer's journey where everything seems to fall apart. The path grows darker, The noise gets louder, and doubt becomes your closest companion. That's when most people stop, right before the light breaks through. Because success rarely announces itself with clarity. It hides behind exhaustion, frustration, and uncertainty. The last door always looks like a dead end. But those who endure, those who act despite fear, discover the sacred law of progress. Consistency beats intensity. You don't need to move mountains in one day. You just need to show up, again and again. The fire doesn't burn brightest at the start. It grows hotter with every breath of persistence. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian in history, trained 6 hours a day, every single day, including Christmas. Not because he loved waking up at 4 a.m., but because he believed in the swimmer he was becoming. He dreamed, he believed, he acted, or Greta Thunberg. Just a girl with a sign sitting outside Parliament, refusing to be silent. Her dream wasn't to be famous, it was to make people listen. She believed her voice mattered, even if she stood alone. And by acting, she ignited a global movement. These stories remind us, greatness isn't born in comfort. It's forged in consistency, shaped by faith, and realized through action. Action is the ultimate teacher. Every mistake is a lesson, every setback a message, every effort a seed of transformation. Because the truth is, the world doesn't reward dreams. It rewards action. Dreams inspire you. Belief empowers you. Action transforms you. When these three forces merge, you become unstoppable. 4. The dreamer who dares to act one day, years from now, you will look back and realize the dream wasn't about what you achieved. It was about who you became in the process. Dreaming taught you to listen to your inner voice. Believing taught you to trust it. Acting taught you to live it. The world changes when ordinary people dare to move with extraordinary conviction. When they stop waiting for permission and start creating momentum. When they stop doubting and start doing. If you have a dream, guard it. Feed it with belief. Strengthen it with action. Because life doesn't respond to wishes, it responds to work. So stand tall, even when no one claps, even when progress feels invisible. Because every step you take in faith becomes a bridge for someone else's dream. History doesn't remember those who almost tried. It remembers those who acted. So go. Dream wildly. Believe fiercely. Act relentlessly. And when the day comes that your dream becomes real, remember, it wasn't magic. It was you. Still, quote, T.H. Ungone. The dream is not a place you reach. It's the fire you keep alive through belief and action.
The dream is not a place you reach. It's the fire you keep alive through belief and action.